This is a step-by-step guide on how to protest this. You see it all the time, these appraisal notices and how much your house is worth. It has skyrocketed around San Antonio. Let's dive into how we can protest it online and file your homestead exemption. This is literally step-by-step of how to get through the appraisal process when you protest your taxes. In most or any county in Texas, you can do it online. Some counties have to do it in person. So at the end of the video, I'm going to actually show you step by step of how you do it online, but these are the steps from start to finish. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to file the protest, which is what you're going to see later in the video. Then you're going to start with what's called an informal appeal. The board's decision can be appealed usually online. Be aggressive with your first ask. 80% of protests are settled here, but we don't want to settle here. As we go on, there's a second appeal. So the process is which a person is hearing, which includes a county appraisal representative and 3-person review panel. That is the review board. The review board is usually people in the community. Most of the time, they are not licensed real estate appraisers or licensed real estate professionals. So I do recommend that if you feel that your property taxes are too high, get to this process. And the last and final step is going to be the State Office of Administration hearing, or SOAH. And you may appeal to this board. And once you get here, it's basically arbitration. So let's go dive right in. Don't confuse your tax values with market value. It is different and it should be different because your condition is not perfect. And you want to make sure you're not overpaying on taxes. Tax appraisals, do's and don'ts. Don't confuse your tax value with market value. It is different. Don't take it personal. They're trying to collect money to improve the community and help pay for all the logistical things in the county. Don't show up to these unprepared. Accept what the county says as fact and don't make it personal. They're just trying to do their job. Now you should make sure all exemptions are filed right away. You don't have to wait for the previous year. If you bought a house, that is no longer the fact. As soon as you buy a house, you file the homestead exemption. Request evidence packet. Fight your values every single year. Be prepared. The information, the better. The more information, the better. Take pictures. Take just different things around the house that needs repairs. If you can get quotes, if you need new windows, bring all that stuff and that will help. Check the math to make sure that everything is correct and stick to the facts. The emotional aspect may or may not help, but it can hurt you. First step that you're going to do is you're going to go to the website. I'll put the link below. Depending on which county appraisal district you live in, that's the first step. Your owner ID and PIN number should be right about here where it says owner ID and e-file PIN. Once you put in that account ID and e-file PIN, it's going to prompt you to another window. So it's going to ask you to create a username, a password, a email, and then a recovery email. And then it's going to ask you a security question. This is the step 2 of the process. So it's going to ask you for a secret question, the answer, and then there's a little thing that's you have to retype. So don't think you're a bot. And there you're going to ask if you want to receive notices electronically. This is step 3. It's going to be the user agreement. They say that you have the same rights whether you do it online or in person. So you can do it online and they're going to send you a confirmation email. Once you receive the email, then click it and then it's going to bring you to this. Once you click the online appeals, then it's going to give you this screen. Then you're going to click on the right to click an e-file. Once you're e-file, you should see your property that you're protesting. Click e-file, put that you would like to receive hearing reminders and you want a copy of the evidence. Then it asks you if you want it online, in person, or by mail. Then you're going to write your comments that you want to say for your protest. This is not your evidence, but this is just comments. Cell phone number, you want to receive text, submit. Then you're going to put in your opinion of value. You want to put something that you that you believe that your property is worth. You want to make sure that you contest both Q1 and Q11, saying that the value is inaccurate if you choose to protest. Then there's a reasons there. You should see your protest successfully submitted. Woo! Then you should see it pending, and you should receive an email from the county requesting evidence. Now you can ask for the state's evidence or the county's evidence first, or you can provide evidence, and hopefully they'll try to settle with you to drop your property taxes. Next up, we're going to do a different county. This is Bexar County. The first one was Guadalupe County. It's going to ask for your owner ID and your e-file PIN that should be on the notice. And it's going to be very similar for step 2. Step 2 is going to ask you to create a password, email address, recovery email address, security question, and then the bot thing on the bottom. Once you click that you understand, and then you have the same rights online that you do in person, then they will send you an email and you'll get to this blue screen. Then this is where you can do the homestead exemption and any other exemptions. But to file a protest, you're going to go to protest summary, e-file, and you're going to click that. You're going to set your reminders, put your reasonings, whatever reasoning you want, and you're going to put your cell phone number, and you would like to receive text messages. This is the last screen of you want to put the value and why. Inaccurate appraisal, unequal to the comparables, and if there's the segregated reason, then you should see your protest here. Hope this video helped you. Please share and comment and tag people. I really want to get this information out. It's not a fun, entertaining video, but it's really to get you the information.